Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at the HTML style attribute and referring to W3 schools again. So here we go. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at HTML styles and we're going to be referring to W3 schools again. So HTML style attribute is basically used to add styles to an element, like for example colors, font size, and so on. So here they have an example of it's basically the styles. Normally you just have normal black text. You can just the text green, or you could or you can make it blue, or you can make it like larger in size and so on. And text that you have, but we're not going to look so much at that. So here we have example, and I basically put it into PyCharm so that I can run it. And so here I still have the headings, so we can compare like headings, and then the paragraph. And then here I first set the background color, so I basically use over here. So we're using the background color. And they've picked powder blue, so let's just go with it. So then this is our headings as usual we've had for like last time, and then it's powder blue. Then we can change it to like normal solid colors, like the actual names of the color. I think that was a bit bright. And then we can try like if I say tomato, change this color. So this is a multitude of colors. So it's like red, powder blue. So then we can just like play around with the background color. So it takes all. And then so you can set a background color for two different elements. So copy this, or copy this in the middle. And if here. And we're going to keep it indigo to see all the differences. So you can see that it's just like, this is a heading and graph. So powder blue and tomato this time. And then you can see, so if I, for example, make the background tomato again, then it blends in while this one is still white. So this still has the background color specifically around the text, but now it's blending in. So you can set background color for different elements. Then there's text color. So here, instead of writing background, and you need to keep like the colors out to you because it won't understand the British one. So then if we go here, I'm just going to change the color over here too. I'll just say like white, or maybe I'll just stick with like indigo. So then this is a heading, this is a paragraph. So now, and this is a paragraph that disappeared because it was tomato as a background, and then the text color was also tomato, so it just sort of blended in. And so now you can see we've changed the text color as well. And then there's like fonts, so you can try different fonts. So if I do this, but like the font family, the CSS font family property defines like which font you should be using in the HTML element. And you can see obviously change the font. Then there's size, as you saw in the beginning, so you can like increase the font size basically. So the same font family, but like this time it's the font size. So yeah, so it became bigger. So this is like a heading. This is heading 1. Yeah, this is H1 and this is H1. So this heading and this heading are the same, but this one is basically magnified 300%. And this paragraph is magnified at 60% from the normal paragraph size. So you can make the fonts bigger. Then there's also text alignment that you can align it to the center or the sides. So here, if I paste it, then you can see it moves. So the centered heading and the centered paragraph. So, and we can like try moving it maybe to the left. So now this is to the left, this is to the center. Then move this. Okay, sorry about that. I move this to the right. So then you can see. So you can just play around with it as you want. And Then yeah, so style is basically like for styling the HTML elements. You can just move it around, change the size, change the font. So it's basically like for the visual appeal. Then you can use the background color, the color, or like the text color, the font family for text fonts, the font size, and text align. That's basically style. Next time we're going to be looking at formatting.